Hey, my wonderful divine masculine Aquarium placements. Welcome. Christina here with Ginger Mama Tarot, coming at you with your extended monthly Tarotscope for the month of October. I cannot believe we're here. For those of you new to my channel, divine masculine and feminine energy is held within all bodies. Most of us are imbalanced in one way or another. If you are more avoidant in a connection, really overly logical, kind of really obsessed with work, you're likely more the masculine energy. If you are someone that is seen as a little bit more emotional, anxiously attached, you're more the feminine energy. But I encourage you to watch both to see which one resonates more with your current circumstance. You can also visit my website, gingermama.com, with the 3 A's. I have free blogs on wounded and healed, both masculine and feminine energy. All right, let's get into it. When I was channeling for you, what was coming in was a roller coaster. It was just this roller coaster. And it was like a feeling, like it wasn't even like a sunny day. It was like cloudy and gray. And you're kind of like, I don't know what to do. Why can't I get off this roller coaster? This feeling of wanting to be like off the ride. Like you're feeling sick. You're like, I don't understand. Why am I still on the roller coaster? So let's dive into some cards here. Hopefully you might be feeling a little bit better soon as Mercury is stationed direct in Virgo on the 2nd. Communication should be easing out a little bit. Maybe retrograde hit you a little hard, especially if you fell back into old patterns or habits or, went into toxic behavioral patterns when it comes to relationships or connections. 3 of Wands on its side, it's this feeling within you. You don't know which way to go. It's kind of like you don't know what's up and what's down. Do I travel forward? Do I wait? Do I just stop altogether? You're just completely at a loss right now. And understand when we're feeling at a loss in our lives in any decision, the best thing we can do is pull back from other energies, all energies. So often we pull away from one or two people, but then we move in with new energies, whether that's physically or just new friendships, coworkers, whatever. Then we get entangled in their mess, and then we go to the next mess, and then it's like, why is none of it working? Well, are you pulling back to recognize, am I the mess? Am I carrying the mess into all these situations? And how do I heal that instead of stirring shit up and then going to the next pot to stir shit up? That's up to you. This month is about protecting your energy, your manifestations. Whatever it is you want to call in, you better be working on protecting your energy and clearing it, or you're going to feel more and more of that buildup of the roller coaster. You might literally be experiencing vomiting, feeling like your stomach's turning, just feeling super uncomfortable in your physical body. That's normal on your ascension journey, but it's also a direct sign from the universe. You're not paying attention. You're not listening. Get off the ride. Take control, right? Look at this. I cannot make this up. Divine Masculine, what you doing? You are out there in massive conflict, whether this is with other people or energetically within your field. Totally stalled out. Knight of Pentacles here. It's like you're frozen, like that fight, flight, freeze. It's like you're totally frozen. The 3rd through the 8th, we have Pluto direct in Capricorn. Which is going to bring up our most buried version of ourselves. Like, what did you tuck down and ignore? What is it you really want? Who did you become because you thought other people liked that version of you? And why is that the version you continue to present to the world, right? Like, why do you wear that mask, And you're going to be in your head about this. Look, 8 of Swords here. Was it a past lover? Was it a past shadow in your childhood where you felt restricted in some way? You could have had emotional abuse, physical abuse, whatever it is, but are you letting that be the narrative of your life going forward? Or are you like, no, I'm going to break out of this. I'm going to get off the ride. I'm not going to repeat these fucking cycles. It's a choice. It's a conscious choice. But many of you are like, no, I want to change, duh, but you're not actually protecting your energy. When we talk about protecting energy, number one thing you can do, harness your sexual energy. Pull back from all sexual partners. You can channel on your own, explore your own body, but you need to be doing this for at least 6 to 8 weeks to really start to gain more clarity. But yeah, that Page of Wands reverse, it's like you're not planning. It's like you want out of this mode. Maybe you feel like you've been in a healing mode, but it feels like half in, half out energy, like 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Last month when we were channeling for you, I believe it was that feeling of the blindfold going over. Like you're just going to ignore the elephant in the room. And by the way, if you did that, you can go back and watch September. I told you what would happen. It'd be harder around the new moon. And let me tell you, it's going to be harder around this full moon. Why? Because if you're not releasing friends, family, lovers that do not serve you, or not embracing those that do and supporting them back and giving equal balance, then you're about to be slammed with this full moon in Aries, okay? Be prepared. I'm just speaking truth here. Full moon in Aries in the sign of Libra. Libra is a fellow air sign of yours, Aquarian energy. And Aries energy is Aquarian energy can be very like free floating, freedom, whatever, but it's not grounded in like understanding the duality of everyone else, or the I am piece of that, right? It can be very centered in ego when it's wounded. When it's healed, it can be in massive service to the collective. That idea of freedom within commitment. And so this full moon is kind of like that same idea. The full moon in Aries. Aries is the beginning of the zodiac wheel. As we hit right now, Libra season, we are halfway through the zodiac calendar. And so the full moon hits in Aries, but it's in Libra season. So Aries is all about I am. And if you are someone that has been selfish in connections, not communicating clearly, if you're someone that just comes in and takes what you need and then you're out, you're like, it's all about me, whatever, I don't see the big problem. You're going to feel weaker and weaker and like you're on that roller coaster nonstop. Because the universe is trying to show you, you are way too far into that energy. Can you pull back? Libra season demands balance. It demands you look around your friendship groups and you say, okay, do I have friends that always plan things and reach out to me? Do I do the same? Do I have partners that always ask for emotional vulnerability, maturity, but then I run? Do I invite others? Do I plan events? Do I equally give and take? Also, I left this out specifically for your reading. Evil eye, jewelry of any kind, black obsidian might be significant for you this month. It does feel like if you were not doing the deep work, again, this comes out the I'm telling you, some of you, if you were not doing the real work during retrograde, you could have a lot of these darker energies coming in. Dreams, visions, do not be afraid of them. You can push them away and clear them. But especially with this full moon, it's like releasing any of that. Like I am going to be balanced in my connections, less judgmental, less critical. Are we in wounded ego where we criticize everyone? Nope, you're not good enough. There's always better. There's always better. It's like if you always think that, you're never actually going to get your manifestations. The magician here. The magician requires that you think about it, you feel what it would be like to attain it or have it in your life, job, love, friendship, whatever it is for you, right? And then through that, what we do is we take an action, always. The action might be to pull away, the action might be to go towards. But if you're not doing that, or you do it too harshly, then you risk losing the beautiful manifestation source was trying to give you, right? It's like this feeling of like you really need to be in full surrender right now and just say, okay, I'm embracing the roller coaster this month. I'm embracing it. I'm going to tap in with my feelings, my emotional maturity here, King of Cups. I'm going to allow myself to feel these feelings as they come up instead of trying to stop it. Because what you're trying to do is stop a roller coaster. And instead you just need to be like, okay, I'm going to cry right now. And then in a little bit, I'm going to be anxious. And then I'm going to this, and it's going to be okay. And I'm going to get through it. And I'm going to start to take the actions that source is calling on me to take. The 14th through the 22nd, if there are any conversations you need to have with anyone, especially a lover, but this is also friends, family, that would be a really great time. We have Venus in Libra, trine Saturn in Aquarius, and Mercury is also in Libra. Okay, a lot of balance dynamic within our conversations. You're going to feel that energy of like you speak and then someone else stops, right? And then they speak. Like you might have been in dynamics where someone else talked more or you talked more. It's going to be more of that balance of like, and if it's not that balance, you're going to feel that kickback and be like, I'm out. So ask yourself how balanced you are in your communication style. The star reversed. Many of you still, this focus on worthiness, on seeing yourself as a star, but also seeing others as the star. Sometimes when we get in selfish energy, we just think we're better than everybody. And then we push people away. We're like, no, I'm better than them. And you got to check in with yourself. Like some of you, it does feel like this energy of like, that's how you've been feeling. But now you're like, why don't I feel like the star? It's like, because God's not going to equally give and take with you if you weren't doing that with others. You should always want for others and support others in what they're doing. And our thoughts, our feelings, our behaviors are all noted by the universe. That's how karma works, okay? So if you're someone that you maybe talk nice to someone's face, oh, I'm happy for you, but secretly you were like, oh, that bitch, whatever, you know, or that person, I hope they don't succeed, they're stupid. God knows that you thought that way. And so, yeah, if you're in that place, look at this, all these cards on their side, the Chariot here. It's like you're in the driver's seat here. What do you want to do? Do you want to plow through the roller coaster, through the tower moments and just go? Or are you just going to like stall out and keep overthinking it? Aquarian energy really runs the risk of that. They live in the past. They ruminate over and over again. There's no way it could have been me. It was all this other shit. And okay, then that's what you're choosing, is to stay in that energy. It is a conscious choice, I assure you. The 23rd, we have Scorpio season kicking off, which, you know, I'm excited about. It's the same with me. I have a Scorpio moon. I'm like, oh, how do I feel about this? I'm like, bring it on. Bring it on. Anything else I need to purge, release, do for my growth, bring it on. And you need to kind of be in that energy of like, I'm ready to rebirth myself, right? Yeah, it's like, again, you got to tap into these emotions in order to get out of this mental prison. And people say, well, why? Why do I need to tap into my emotions? I journaled about it. I thought about it. I talked to a counselor about it. Have you felt it? If you lost a connection, or you lost a job, or you lost a family member, or whatever you're experiencing, grief, if you've not sat there and cried tears and felt that pain and been like empathetic and compassionate and been like, did someone else feel this pain too? Like, how do I really feel this in order to understand and connect with others? And it's like rebalancing those emotions as you do that, right? That will lead you out of that conflict. The 25th, we have the new moon and the solar eclipse occurring, which again is about rebirth. And if you're doing that work, by the way, if you're releasing with the full moon, you're clearing out cycles that don't work for you, you're communicating the truth to the best of your abilities to yourself and others, by the end of the month, you're really going to be feeling better in this energy. And you're going to be the Fool here. You're going to be feeling much lighter, much calmer. That roller coaster will start to dissipate. And if you're not doing the work, the roller coaster is just going to pick up. That's the way the universe works, okay? So the choice is always yours. But what this solar eclipse is asking us is, who do you want to be? And what is stopping you? Because at the end of the day, it's you stopping you. It's you laying there overthinking about it. It's you trying to figure it all out instead of taking the steps forward to make it happen in your life. It could also be you not putting in the hard work or sleeping with the wrong people. Four of Swords there. Look at this. All these cards on their side. It's like you know exactly what you need to do. You're choosing not to do it. And by the way, choosing not to do something is a choice. Choosing not to say something is a choice. That's done then. The belief that it will wait for you to catch up with it is not how this works. Source is ahead of you, pinging to you. Do this now, because it's going to serve you then. And if you're not hearing that ping and then taking the forward action, you're not going to get it. It's going to pass you by. And then you're going to be more upset. Well, why does this always happen to me? Ask yourself, why does it always happen? Because you're not taking action in a logical and emotional way. You also might be someone, which we know with Aquarian energy, where you jump too quickly into something. And so again, it's that understanding when am I jumping too quickly and making a rash judgment about a situation, or when am I not jumping quick enough, right? It's that duality again. As we're in Libra season, you're really going to feel that pull. So, all right, Source, are we good? Yep, we are good. The moon reversed is the last card out. That new moon energy is going to feel beautiful for you. You're going to feel so good. You're going to be off that roller coaster by the 25th of October. But only if right now you make the conscious choice, I'm going to go through it. I'm going to do this. Because if you don't, it's going to rock you. But you don't have to believe me. It's just the truth. All right. I love all of you. Have a great day, night, evening, wherever you are. I will see you back next month. I am on TikTok and Instagram as Ginger Mama with 3 A's. My website, gingermama.com, also has the availability to book personal client readings with me. I also do some work with tapping in with ancestors or spirit guides if you'd like that. It's a new offering that I'm offering. So I'm excited about that. Maybe some of you need to be tapping in with your ancestors and spirit guides as well. That feels really significant for you this month. channel them, call on them to help protect you through this roller coaster of a month, okay? I love you.